Hey kids, today I'm in Indianapolis, Indiana, and behind me is the Children's Museum of Indianapolis. Said to be the largest children's museum in all the world, it stands at 472,900 square feet with 5 levels of exhibits. So come along with me and let's go check it out. Here on the outside of the museum, you got a full-size brontosaurus leaned up against the building, sticking its head in at the top. It's one of its younglings, its babies, climbing in at the top as well. The first thing you see when you enter the museum is this life-size replica of Bumblebee from the Transformers movie. They said that this exact same one was used in the original 2007 Transformers movie as a prop. Pretty cool. All right, this section is called Dinoosphere. Now you're in their world. Here you got a big giant T-Rex head coming at you. And we'll go enter Dinoosphere. Here we got some bones of sauropods. They look like brontosauruses to me, but they got so many different names for these dinosaurs. But they're calling it a sauropod here. It says they get to be 65 feet in length. You can see all the way up here. Tip of its tail goes down all the way up there, standing on its hind legs. And its neck way up there. And here you got a second one. With its tail curved around this way. And you can see their footprints on the ground. Here's a skeleton of what is called Super Croc. Said Super Croc was not a dinosaur, but lived at the same time as dinosaurs. Said he was twice as long and 10 times heavier than a crocodile today. Super Croc was one of the biggest crocodiles ever. That's insane. That's like Croc you'd picture from that Lake Placid movie, maybe. I don't know how they didn't label this as a dinosaur as big as it was. Very cool though. Here is the fossil of a adult duckbill dinosaur. Here's a fossil of a juvenile duckbill, as they call it, drinking from a little puddle or a watering hole. And here is a display of fossilized Gorgosaurus, cousin of the T-Rex, attacking fossilized duckbill dinosaur. Here's a display of some fossilized T-Rex bones, both attacking a Triceratops. And they got this curved like ceiling looking like clouds. That gives a really cool look in here. Very awesome. And I got this Dinosaur Dig Site. You can actually get into it and you pick up a brush and, you know, more for kids really, I guess, but since I'm here and you know, just pretend like you're digging up some fossils with a brush, cleaning the dirt off. Something fun for the kids to do. This right here looks interesting. It says, which one of these 3 cents is dinner for T-Rex? How do we know what a dinosaur smelled like? Since fossils can't tell us, we guessed. So you got a pine tree, a duckbill dinosaur, and magnolia. So I'll give these a test smell. So the magnolia and the pine tree, although both faint smells, they smelled good. The duckbill, even though they were guessing, I'd say they probably were kind of accurate. It stank, I'll say that much. And it was the stronger smell of the 3. Boy, did it stink. Now I have come to more of the aquatic dinosaur section. You got some fish that have come to life on the wall, swimming around. I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right because it's so difficult to say some of these names, but here's the fossil of a Platycarpus right here. And this is what they believe it may have looked like. Almost like a big fish with a snake head and a snake tongue. All right, now we're coming to a section called All Aboard. First thing you see on the left is a little model of a city in a little train over there with the engine pushing the caboose. All right, so this part of the museum is dedicated to trains, and this engine right here is called the Reuben Wells, and it says that it was built to push cars, not pull them, which would explain that model over there, why it was pushing a car rather than pulling it. And here you got a little statue of a conductor right here. So it says the couplers that connected the cars for this train were too weak, and they would have broke apart had they tried to pull cars, which is why this train pushed them. So this right here, although it looks like a caboose, they say it was not a caboose, but a tool car used to carry tools, and men who would fix the train rode in it. And down here, under the train, it says this is called a possum belly, much like how an actual possum carries its young on its belly. That's where the name for that came from. All right, and you can get on this tool car. You get on here, and they got a bunch of model trains and cars. And you come down this way to your left. Not sure what or who would have been in here per se, but there's a little luggage over there. And there's some newspapers here, like a chair, couch looking thing. All right, and then back here in the back, take a little seat down here. And they got these windows, make it look like you're going for a ride on the train in a little toolbox car. Plus a little video to watch while you on your little ride. Going for a little train ride. Where it stops, no one knows. Oh, I think we're coming to a stop. Sounds like it. Looks like it's slowing down. All right, this is my stop, folks. Let me get off. All right, now at a section called Beyond Spaceship Earth. So this section is all about space travel. So we'll go check it out. Here's a video of a guy staying fit in space, running treadmill on a wall. Oh, he was. Now lifting some weights. So this right here is the size of living quarters for an astronaut in space. This basically looks like a little closet, little rectangular shaped box, but yes, that's more than enough room for them in space. They got their little sleeping bag, little computer, good times. Got these drawers with their uniforms in them. And here, get inside, crawl behind the panels and fix the electronics. There you go. Something fun for a little kid to get in here and do this. Here's an area that says, the future is here, how sci-fi becomes reality. Over here you got Captain Kirk, his uniform. It says that these dresses were worn by Yorktown background actresses in Star Trek Beyond, 2016 movie. And this is a parka worn by Leonard Nimoy in the 2009 Star Trek movie. And this spacesuit right here was worn by Captain Kirk, actor Chris Pine, in the 2013 Star Trek movie. And here you got toy spacesuit helmet. Here you got Robbie the robot from Lost in Space, I believe is what he's from, the original. R2-D2 and C-3PO. NASA Space Shuttle. And you got Star Trek Enterprise. Some Star Wars vehicles. You got Darth Vader's TIE Fighter. And a real NASA Orion. Going up to the second level. Alright, so this right here says an artist in Seattle blew 3,200 glass pieces and shipped them to the museum. It says the glass tower reaches 43 feet high and weighs 18,000 pounds. Some ruckus going on over here with the kids, throwing snowballs or something at each other. So it's pretty noisy in here. So stopped by the food court real quick just so I could get myself a bottle of water, just to get something to drink, parch my thirst. $4.90 for this bottle of water, which, I mean, honestly, it doesn't surprise me, but still, if it was something you were planning on doing, coming to, just know, you know, the food court, food, the drinks, they're gonna be high. Here we go. This is a section I've been looking for. American Pop. The galleries for American arts and popular culture. Down here you got Michelangelo, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Me and my boy Michelangelo right here. We go way back. Cowabunga. On the wall here you got Kermit, the Frog, little Pop's Batman. Bunch of Marvel comics encircling the entrance. Let's go inside and check out American Pop. I got Spider-Man hanging upside down on the ceiling. Just chilling with my boy Peter Parker right here. Keep a lid on it though. Spider-Man, as far as you're concerned, I got your back, dog. Secret's safe with me. Got Adam West's Batman. Actually, the biggest one is Adam West, but there's a bunch of other ones here too that are not just Adam West. Just a display dedicated to Batman, one of my favorites. It's got a bunch of comic books on the wall, from Marvel to Looney Tunes to Disney to DC. Just like great books, comics inspire us. Very true. We got a Snoopy, the Beatles, Donald Duck hanging by a rope, little Dennis the Menace down here, Han Solo on a Tauntaun. Got Weasley's flying car with Weasley and Harry Potter in it. There's a picture of Weasley. Got this Superman flying, Yogi Bear. They really got a variety of the pop culture characters. Over here on the wall, you've got pictures of the Wizard of Oz, Alf, and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Got E.T. board game. Got a Steve Urkel doll, Willy Wonka, and a golden ticket. Animaniacs, and I always liked them. A guitar signed by Garth Brooks. We got the captains of Star Trek. Got Kirk over here on the left, followed by Captain Picard, followed by Captain Sisko from Deep Space Nine, followed by Captain Janeway of Voyager. You know, this is the captain from Enterprise, and off the top of my head, I'm forgetting his name, although I've seen that show, like every episode of it. Got some lunch boxes, you got Aladdin, Empire Strikes Back, the Bee Gees, and Benji. Got some Barbie dolls. These are supposed to be inspiring women Barbies. You got a Superman radio and a Smurf radio, Mork from Ork radio, from Mork and Mindy, Transformers Soundwave audio player, and Hopalong Cassidy radio. And then you remember the old traditional Jack in the Box. Here's one like that, but it's Cecil from, I believe the cartoon, I think it was called Benny and Cecil. And so anyways, yeah, that's Cecil on the box. Davy Crockett and the Alamo. Got some little cameras for the kids. You got one with Mickey Mouse on it. You got He-Man and Grayskull. You got Elmo. You got Bugs Bunny. Pikachu, Pokemon. Here you got some Harry Potter toys and collectibles. Little figurines of Harry. Here, this section's called Mini Masterpieces, the world's big stories. They got these little windows with these little rooms. This one's called A Bushel of Apples. And you got the little bushel of apples right there in the corner. And this one's called a coat rack. Pretty cool looking in here. There's the coat rack in the corner. Back out looks like the house. Here's one called the sitting room. It's really cool. The detail in these little miniature sculpted rooms. Now this one actually has some little hologram people in here. A man and a woman. Just interacting with each other, just talking, I guess. Pouring her some tea. She's waving her little fan. I've got an active carousel here at the museum. Got a funhouse mirror right here. Can't even see my head standing. No matter how far back I stand from it, I can't see my head. It stretches me out that much. But here you got an amazing mirror maze. So let's check this out. So far it's just a bunch of mirrored balls. Okay, now we're getting a little bit more of a typical mirrored house. House of mirrors. It's dark in here. I think kids will get scared. I'm scared. No, just kidding. Got some video games for those gamer kids that can't go wait till they get home to play some more video games. Here they got this looks sort of like a little farmhouse. Walk in and got little coffee table and chairs. Got a couch and TV. Watching Weather Channel looks like. Where does your food come from? Got like a kitchen, a little sink with some vegetables in it. Refrigerator. Let's see if it opens up. Yeah, it does. Just has some info about your refrigerated food. Got a table and chairs with some food on it. Oh, they even got a little bathroom. A toilet and a tub and shower and a sink. We got something called bug sweeping. How many bugs are too many? Sweep your field for bugs to find out. It's got this thing to step on.
A scientist who studies insects. I'm here to help you figure out whether your soybean crop is in danger from insect pests.
Okay, awesome. Let's do this.
To check on pest populations is by using a sweep net. They walk along the row, sweeping the net back and forth through their plants. Then they count how many of the particular insect are caught in the net. If it's over a certain number, called a threshold, then the farmer has a pest problem. Today, we are sweeping for soybean bluebird caterpillars. Step 1. Step 2. Step 3. Practice sweeping in a figure 8 motion.
What am I supposed to do now? I think I'm supposed to... Oh, I see. I've got a net in my hand. I'm supposed to catch these things.
Farmers sweep 25 times for a good sample. Try sweeping 10 times. Good sweeping.
Good sweeping. I'm proud of you.
Okay, now let's look at your net and count the insects.
Yeah, this area says, "Take me there, Greece." And they got a airplane. It says, "Take me there, Airways." You step inside. And just sit down and take a little flight. Oh, there was something in this window a moment ago. There we go. And just pretend like you're flying. If you've never flown, it's the next best thing.
Open your flight to Greece.
Is that where we're going, Greece?
Yes, hello.
All right. Oh, that's awesome because I've never been to Greece.
Yes, this is your pilot and your own hospital. We should be landing at Athens International Airport shortly. If you look out your side window, you will see that we're flying over the beautiful island of Santorini. Santorini is very popular.
Flying over
known for its sparkling white buildings and sunset.
Santa Rico? I don't know what you're saying.
Greece. We're now passing over the Athenian Acropolis, the most famous landmark in all of
We're getting to fly over Greece.
The ruins of the Parthenon, a temple devoted to the goddess Athena.
Some nice views.
Art and philosophy.
We're so glad you've chosen to visit Greece. During your visit, you will have many things to see and do. First, you might want to stop at the Greek kiosk and learn a few useful words and phrases in the Greek language. Now, before we land, let's learn how to say hello in Greek. Yasa.
Yasa.
Let's say it together. Yasa.
Yasa.
Wonderful.
Oh my goodness, this seat is rumbling as we're landing. Like the turbulence or the wheels hitting the runway. All right, plane has landed. I am now in Greece. Let me go find someone to say yes as to. And I thought this might have actually been a real cafe. It has a smell in here like they actually got real food in here. I could almost go for some right now. So, I think this is supposed to be like the typical home, somewhat, of what a Greek family's house might look like. Got your little fireplace, the couch, table, piano. Oh, here's a Greek dress. A parade costume. And here, I guess this looks like what would be a little boy's bedroom. Somewhat. There's a boat. I guess you're supposed to be able to pretend to go fishing. Pull out your pole. Just toss it in the water. And you can just steer it. Give it some gas. You got a little fish market. Got shrimp, red mullet, sardines, mussels, squid. And then right here, we got a picture of Jesus and a cross and a Bible, candles. It says Orthodox Christianity is the main religion in Greece. 90% of all Greeks are Christian Orthodox. Cultural center. Just many of the different costumes, I guess, that they wear in Greece. Here we come to some instruments. Press the button to hear the instrument. Let's choose a couple. We got a deafy, some sort of a drum. And a floghera, or a floghera. Some Greek art, a replica of a Greek statue. All right, now leaving Greece, heading back to the States. And just like that, I've arrived. Here's a race car, although it's actually just a show car that's never been in a race, on loan courtesy of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway Museum. Well, you guys, that is the Children's Museum of Indianapolis. I feel like I barely even scratched the surface with sharing with you guys everything they have here. The place is just so big and there's just so much to see and do. But if you're ever in the area, and especially if you have kids, I highly recommend it. It's definitely worth stopping by and seeing. Anyways, I just want to thank you all for watching, and I will see you all again in the next. Peace.